Welcome to the 10 things I hate about my AE92. AE88. These are listed. I kind of just typed them up on my cell phone quickly, and everyone seems to like top 10 videos. And as we say in pretty much all of these is about my specific vehicle, not necessarily yours or anyone else's. This is about this one sitting right to my left. So things I hate about this car. I hate when people tell me that it's not a real AE86. That it's not a JDM AE86 that was made in some far-off land and sold as an AE86 in some Japanese Toyota dealer. I know it's not an AE86, so stop telling me that it's not a Sprinter Taverno. It's not Dodge's one. I don't think it's one. I hate that it's not done. That's not a given. I've been doing this for a long time. I often tell myself it's never going to be done, just because I feel like it's never going to be done. The next thing that I have written here is that it's miles from being done. So it's kind of the same thing as the last one, but not only is the car not done, it is so far from being done in my mind that it will never be done. I hate that everything's torn apart. There's not a single system, not one currently intact. Not the glass. If you consider the glass a system of the car, it's intact. And that's because I haven't had the front windshield replaced yet. I hate that parts are hard to find, and when you do find them, they are expensive. And if someone knows that they are hard to find and are expensive, then they have a ricer tax on them, because it is an AE86, 8, 92, Toyota Corlla, whatever you want to call it, and they know, oh, it's the initial D car, so I'm going to add $50 to $200 to that part because I can. I hate that shit. I hate that it's hard to modernize. You know, I like and people are like, modernize the AE86. Well, yeah, it's, I try to bring it up to snuff in a lot of ways, not just with brakes and standards for fuel and the lines and all that stuff, but it's hard to pack any technology into it. It's hard to figure out where you're going to put gauges in this car. It's hard to figure out where you can do a lot of the kind of modernization of a day-to-day, 2016 car, but I guess that's kind of expected given the cars from 1986. I hate the small wheel options that are available. You can't really run anything too much larger than a 16 before it looks ridiculous. And because this car is so old, there's not a whole lot of depth or tall or width or anything for stuffing a large wheel under this car in any way. So you gotta either roll the fenders or do a lot of crazy stuff to fit decent sized wheels and tires on it. And that's kind of a pain in the ass because it makes shopping for wheels and tires kind of difficult. Do I really? Yeah, I guess so. I hate that it's hard to modify the way I want to. Kind of covering the last two things. It's hard for me to modify this car the way I envision. Because it plays back into it's not done yet and it's hard to find parts for. And I go every single system, I go that extra mile to hunt every single part, clip, bolt, nut down that I can to replace if I deem it to be, needing to be replaced. And by doing that, it takes forever. I hate this is such an expensive hobby. Cars in general are an expensive hobby, and doing this one this way doesn't really fit like everyone fucking says with the poor man Mod's mantra of building a car on the cheap. This is the only exception to that, and I hope that you guys appreciate like a different flavor for the show, but I hate that this has always been, I've had Subarus, I've had 2 STIs, it's always just been an expensive hobby, and all good things in life that are enjoyable are expensive. And the last thing I have to say that I hate with this, it's trying to stay focused. It's trying to not be divided your attention between other life desires, whether it be vacations or technology, computers, cell phones, any of that kind of stuff, tablets. Every dollar you spend somewhere else is a dollar you could have put towards this or your hobby or your car. So I hate that. I hate when I sit there and I'm like, well, I just bought myself a new graphics card because I play PC games. Surprise, I play PC games. And then I think, well, I could have put every dollar I just put on that graphics card into something here. And that bothers me because at the same point, I enjoy those hobbies as well. But, I hate the fact that it's not free. I guess that's not really a smart thing to say. It's not that it's not free. I just hate that life and keeping myself busy in my day-to-day takes resources and time and funding away from this. So those are the 10 things that I hate about this car specifically and my hobby of this car.